So my unpopular opinion this week. Welcome to Antisocial Commentary. My name is Chris Agnew, and before we start the podcast, I just want to give a special shout out to the Washington Redskins. We are now head and shoulders above the competition in our division. We have definitely beat the sorriest team in our division, but we took a win, another week, another win, so I'm happy about that. Hail to the Redskins. I fully am anticipating a second half of the season collapse. As a Redskins fan, this is something you have to be prepared for, but I'm hoping for the best, but I'm fully prepared for the worst. But yeah, let's get into the podcast, man. And let's talk a little bit about some stuff I've seen on the internet this week. Nothing really crazy happened this week. A lot of not school shootings, but shootings and white terrorism. It's crazy how much the media jumps on like a Muslim terrorist or a black dude that commits crime or a Hispanic person that's committing crime. But when a white guy does it, it's a different type of media reaction. I'm not going to get into the politics on that, but it is what it is. So I did want to just bring that up. Shout out to the people, not shout out, but condolences to the people in Pittsburgh and that synagogue. I mean, that's a tragedy that no one should ever have to go through. But yeah, let's move on. On a lot more lighter note, but definitely still heavy. It's not funny. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. The game actor Pooch Hall. I don't know if y'all know him from too much else besides Pooch Hall. Derwin Davis. He actually got charged with DUI, and again, it's not funny, but this nigga got charged with DUI while having his son on his lap. Again, I gotta reiterate, this isn't funny. It isn't funny. I'm laughing, but it isn't funny. I personally think drinking and driving is probably the worst thing you could do. If you know anything about me, if I drink, I'm not driving anywhere. And that's not to say I've never drank and drive before. I actually have a funny drinking and driving story. But I'm anti-drinking and driving. I do not condone that type of behavior. But where could you possibly be going drunk with your son on your lap? I mean, I don't. It couldn't have been a booty call. I don't have any kids, but I assume you don't bring your kids with you to a booty call. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm confused on what was so important that this nigga felt like he needed to have his. I hope he had pants on, but he had to have his son on his lap while he was drunk. I mean, if that ain't some black father shit, like old school black father shit, I ain't never heard nothing in my life. I'm pretty sure that's some shit that my dad would have did. My drinking and driving story. Now, again, I want to reiterate, I think drinking and driving is disgusting. I personally think it's one of the worst things you could do, but I have drank and drive before. I'm not proud of it, but this time was a necessity. This should show you how good of a friend I am. I am a great friend, a really great friend. And we were, when I say we, me and a few of my friends in college. I went to Texas Tech, and it's in Lubbock, and we were going to go to a party in Amarillo. Our roommate was a DJ. And he's DJing a party in Amarillo. Now, if you know anything about Lubbock, Texas to Amarillo, Texas, it's about a 2-hour drive. It's not a horrible drive. It's nothing out there, but it's empty. So we rode up there in 2 separate cars. Now, we rode up there in 2 separate cars because me and, I'm not going to say his name, my other roommate, Neil, would use Neil, that's would be his code name on this. We both weren't going to stay in Amarillo overnight. The couple of people we went wanted to stay in Amarillo, wanted to go to Waffle House for some reason. I guess they enjoy eating roaches. But the plan was in we'll call him DJ Fork. DJ Fork was supposed to, I think I can say his name. His DJ Spoon. There's nothing wrong with Spoon. He didn't do anything wrong in this story. It's just Neil who needs to keep his identity a secret. So the plan was that we were gonna have Spoon was supposed to take his equipment in his car and somebody else up to Amarillo, and then on the way back from Amarillo, me and Neil were gonna take his equipment back because you couldn't fit more than one person in his car with his DJ equipment in there. So on the way up there, me and a couple other people that were in the car with us, not Neil, I want to make it clear, Neil was not drinking and driving at this point. We were in the car, drinking, passing a bottle around, eating alcoholic gummy bears, getting messed up. Because we're trying to enjoy the party. Pre-gaming is a part of college life. If you don't know anything about college life, pre-gaming, like if you don't pre-game before a college party, like you should probably give up on yourself, on life. So anyway, so we're good. We're in the car feeling great. Now, another important thing about this story is that not only were me and Neil not wanting to stay in Amarillo, we couldn't stay in Amarillo. Neil had to be at work at 6 a.m. And the plan was that we were going to leave the party, which would have ended about 2, 3 o'clock, drive back to Lubbock, which would have got us there about 4 or 5 o'clock, and Neil would have had enough time to go to work at 6. So we get to the party, and again, I'm already messed up, and we had a couple more drinks at the party. Shout out to Spoon, always let us bring our alcohol in his DJ bag, so we always had alcohol at the party. Now, the party just getting started, and I look over, and this nigga Neil. Now, if you know anything about Neil, he's not one to take a challenge lightly. If you challenge Neil, he's probably gonna accept the challenge, and not like saying like I bet. If you challenge him, it's like I bet you won't chug this bottle of alcohol. He probably won't do it. Now, if you say something along the lines of Neil, you can't outdrink me. At that point, this nigga takes it as a challenge, and is gonna take the challenge. Shout out to Mike; he'll back me up on this. I'm pretty sure he can agree that Neil is this type of nigga. I actually saw him do the same thing at his birthday party, his 23rd birthday party. We threw a house party for him, and I definitely saw him chug a bottle of Taka. But RIP to his guts. He actually threw a black then. Okay, back to the story. So I look over, and this nigga Neil has a bottle of something. I don't remember what it was, but he's chugging. Probably his. And this nigga, I don't know if someone challenged him. I'm assuming someone challenged him because he wouldn't have just started drinking knowing that he had responsibilities to get to. He was very adamant that he had to be at work. And a little caveat to the story, he works at the Lubbock Airport at TSA, and they have very strict rules as far as lates and absences and stuff like that. And I like you get one late, I think you're suspended, or you get a warning, and then you get a second one, you get suspended for a day, and you get another one, you get suspended for a month, or something crazy like that. And he was at the point where it was going to be a little more serious offense if he's late or misses another day of work. So it was imperative that he had to be at work at 6 a.m. or I don't know. I don't want to say he would have got fired, but I don't remember what exactly was going to happen. But he was definitely going to be in trouble. So at this point, I realized I'm more than likely going to have to drive from Lubbock to Amarillo to Lubbock, because this nigga is chugging alcohol. So the party, whatever. The party was alright. Shout out to Amarillo, y'all know how to party. Towards the end of the party, I realized Neil may have been I'm good. That's how you talk. I'm good. Neil wasn't good. So this nigga asked me, "Can I drive? Am I good to drive from Amarillo to Lubbock?" Instantly, my first answer was gonna be like, no. But I know he had to get to work, and we were gonna. if we were gonna take an L, we were gonna if something was gonna happen, I was gonna take one for the team. And again, this should show you how good of a friend I am. Driving from Lubbock to Amarillo drunk to make sure my nigga don't be late for work. This is a great friend. Again, Neil, you owe me a lot. And I want to make it clear that Neil couldn't have drove a more obvious car to get pulled over in. This nigga drove a orange Scion XB, the square Scion, the one that looks like a shoebox. Orange. Like, that screams pull us over. Now, Neil's plan was to take a little power nap in the car. And again, it's a 2-hour drive. Power nap in the car, and when he got to work, he should have been fine. Now, again, we were supposed to leave the party at 2 or 3. At this point, we didn't leave the party till like almost like 4 something, like 4:30. Again, 2-hour drive. We had to be there at 6. And now, this is the most. I don't want to say I'm like an expert driver, but Dale Earnhardt ain't got shit on me that day. We turned what needed to be a 2-hour drive much shorter than a 2-hour drive. And while drunk, while in the middle of nowhere, first off, as a black dude driving through Texas, I just get anxiety, period. Especially in between Amarillo and Lubbock, because there ain't shit out there but field. I swear to God, I was seeing UFOs. I seen just all types of random shit out there. The Chupacabra was out there. The Loch Ness Monster ran across the street. All type of shit was going down. Just passed out in the car. Then halfway through the drive, pops up. Hey, Chris, pull over. Pull the car open. Pops out the car and starts throwing his guts out. Fuck. Neil pulls out the car. Neil jumps out the car and starts throwing his guts out. And now we had a limited amount of time. Again, we were on a schedule. We had enough time when we left the party to be getting to the airport. Like barely. We had to be at the Lubbock airport at 6 o'clock. I mean, like at 5:59 with 59 seconds. Anything after that, Neil was in trouble. So we're in the middle of the highway. He's throwing up. I just know we're going to jail. We're for sure going to jail this night. Luckily, we don't. So he hops back in the car. This nigga sells like shit. This nigga got throw up all over on him. And now he's starting to get into his work uniform. At this point, we're getting closer and closer to the Lubbock airport. If you know anything about the Lubbock airport, it's literally in the middle of a cornfield. Like it's a road to get to the airport, cornfields, Lubbock airport. Ain't shit out there. So as he's putting on his TSA shirt, this nigga, hey Chris, pull over again. Now mind you, this is like it's like 5:57, and we're like barely at the cornfield to get him to work. And this nigga starts throwing up again. But he tells me don't stop the car. So Neil, I want to just tell you, you are an amazing ass nigga for this. This nigga we are driving at a pretty good rate of speed. And this nigga is throwing up out of the car and getting dressed while the car is in movement. Talent. That is a talent that I don't think anybody should have. Anyway, so to make the long story short, we got him there to work. This nigga had throw up on him. I'm not gonna say that he didn't. We got him there record time, and so all was well. So that's my drinking and driving story. Oh, I get home after taking him to work. I'm thinking, you know what? I just dodged the biggest bullet of my life. Let me take a shower. Let me get into bed and go sleep this shit off. And pretend like this shit never happened. I take a shower. By the time I'm about to get into bed, I get a call from Neil. Hey, Chris. They're sending me home. They think I'm sick. I know this nigga ain't sick. I mean, he's sick from, alcohol poisoning. But I'm like, yeah, whatever. Pick him up. This nigga passed out in the car. So, long story short, he didn't get fired. We didn't go to jail. I didn't get DUI, and Pooch Hall is probably a horrible parent. Some other shit I seen on the internet this week seemed to be pissing everybody off. Kendall Jenner. Apparently, Kendall Jenner wore an afro and pissed Black Twitter off. It looked like to me it didn't look like an afro. I gotta be honest with you. There was nothing afro-like about that picture. It looked like a cracked out bitch from the 80s to me. But I guess if that's what y'all want to call an afro, y'all call it an afro. But here's the thing. I mean, just admit that y'all don't like Kendall Jenner. I'm with y'all for 90-something% on what the whole Kardashian-Jenner family does as far as shit that pisses y'all off that they do. I'm with y'all most of the time. I can agree with the outrage, but just you gotta admit that y'all just don't want these bitches to succeed. That's all it is. Because there was nothing Afro-like about whatever Kendall Jenner had on her head. And I think the bigger issue here is we live in the whole cancel culture shit. It's just like it's too much. It's just admit y'all don't like certain people. And if you dislike the Jenners and the Kardashians, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with hating them bitches. But this one, I think everybody was off base. It wasn't a fro. It wasn't a damn fro. Did she look a hot ass mess? Sure, I'll give you that. She looked a mess. But to me, I think them bitches look a mess quite often. So I can't say that. I think that most of the time, when it comes to people when it comes to outrage, I try to find the why or the what or whatever in the situation. And excuse me, I don't think that it was that bad in this situation. Now, when Kendall bitch ass wanted to end racial protests with a Pepsi, I can see why you would be mad at about that. Although Pepsi is a great product, and if any drink was going to stop a riot, especially with niggas, I think Pepsi might be the go-to drink. Maybe Sprite, but I digress. But I can see why that pissed y'all off, or when she was bragging about not wanting to do X amount of shows in a season that regular models that don't have her name would have to do, and I can see how that pissed y'all off. But that wasn't a fro. Like, that's disrespectful to fros everywhere. I just talked about him, but shout out to Neil. And his fro back in the day got dreads now, but back to that's a shout out to your fro. That's a fro. But to call that a fro, I mean, come on. Like, it wasn't shaped like a fro. It didn't have the roundness that a fro would have. Y'all just want to be pissed off about something. And why are we always looking for something to piss us off? I don't like. Y'all know what the Kardashians and Jenners are about. Like, why do y'all keep giving them bitches attention? Y'all give them more attention by saying y'all dislike them than you would if y'all actually did like them. Y'all post more about shit that bothers y'all than shit that y'all do that y'all like. And to prove that, the Kardashian Jenners, they don't seem to be stopping, and that most of the people that are watching them are hate watching them. And when it comes to ratings, no one can tell if you're watching it because you like it or watching it because you hate watching it. They just see that you're watching it. So they're going to continue to get ratings. They're going to continue to have high viewership. But y'all are giving a lot of energy and unnecessary light to people that y'all say y'all dislike. We wouldn't have never seen, let's put it this way, I would have never seen that Kendall Jenner picture had you bitches not been so mad about it. Had y'all just let it go, we probably wouldn't have cared about the picture and we'd have moved on. And quite frankly, y'all gotta realize that most of the time the Kardashians are doing shit for attention anyway. So when you give them attention, you're doing what they want. And that's why I think Kanye and Kim are probably perfect for each other, because they both want attention. Everything they do, they're vying for attention. So, me personally, again, I just want to say I don't think there was an afro. I also want to say y'all was reaching on this one. Y'all were doing Olympic level stretching on that one. But I don't know. I'm not with the Kendall outrage on this one. Anything else? Yeah, but not on this one. So, man, some shit that pissed me off this week. Did y'all see this shit about this little kid that no one came to his birthday party? It was a pizza party, I think, and no one showed up, and he looked so sad in the picture, and it was real fucked up. Nobody came to this kid's birthday party, man. That's real fucked up of y'all. That being said, I just want to make it clear that I don't feel sorry for this little nigga. As a person that has had, my birthday is November 23rd, so my birthday always is on Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving. So, as a person that has had multiple birthdays where nobody showed up, or multiple birthdays where none of my friends were available, or whatever, I don't feel sorry for him. Especially because I'm pretty sure, I don't want to just assume this is a rich kid, but two things jumped out at me. The first was the fact that his mama was willing to pay for the whole pizza party. It was like $130 something. Now, brothers, sisters, y'all know how birthday parties go for us. If there's going to be food, it's going to be hot dogs and hamburgers. And if it's going to be out somewhere, you better send your kid with some money if they plan on eating. That's how we do. To this day, if you go to a birthday dinner, whoever's birthday it is isn't paying for the whole dinner. You paying for yourself. And it is what it is. So that was the first thing that jumped out at me, that this kid is doing well, or better than my childhood would be. The second thing, she said, his mom said they're gonna probably take him on a trip next year to like Legoland or Disney World or something. And now, who gets a trip to Disney World for, this is gonna be his 7th birthday? Who gets a trip to Disney World on a 7th birthday like that? So again, that's jumping out at me that this kid has a pretty decent life. So, take one on the chill, little nigga. Let me be honest with you, homie. It's only going to get worse. You think more people are going to start coming to your birthday party as time goes by? Absolutely not. It's a good chance that you aren't going to see your best friends at your party as times go by. For example, I told myself I would never tell this story, but I feel like it's an important story to tell. Since my birthday is actually coming up, just wanted to relive this situation. Last year, again, like I said, my birthday is November 23rd, and my birthday was actually on Thanksgiving last year. So I wasn't gonna do like a party. I wasn't gonna tell my people to come hit the club. I'm not a club person anywhere. I wasn't gonna tell them to go out to eat somewhere. I asked my homies, like, what I'm saying, what were they doing for Thanksgiving? No one seemed to have any plans. So I told them, my birthday is on Thanksgiving this year. And mind you, I want to put it out there that I let them know weeks in advance of what was going on. And everybody seemed to be on board with the plan. When the plan was that I was going to cook Thanksgiving dinner, everybody come over, and we want to celebrate Thanksgiving as a group, as a family, and celebrate my birthday as well. Everybody I asked gave a confirmation that they would be there. So knowing that, I made sure to buy 2 turkeys. We had 2 trays of mac and cheese, a bunch of side dishes, and drinks and stuff like that. My lady got a personalized Batman cake. It was an awesome cake, but big enough for multiple people to eat. Again, a personalized cake, Batman cake. So she spent a little bread on it, and so day of Thanksgiving, day of my birthday. everything's going well. Starting dinner. From my understanding, everybody's showing up. Dinner gets ready. Let everybody know dinner's ready. Time goes by. I let them know probably about 3 o'clock because for some reason we eat dinner at 3 o'clock on Thanksgiving. I don't know why. 3 o'clock, let them know, food's ready. I don't get any text back. That wasn't really a shock to me because, it is what it is. 4 o'clock rolls around. Niggas is always late. I'm not stressed about that. 5 o'clock rolls around. Start getting concerned. Let me take a step back. Shout out to Demarie. He did show up. He stayed for about 30 minutes and then went Black Friday shopping. But it is what it is. He actually showed up on time, so I want to make that clear. 5 o'clock rolls around. Nothing happened. No one's there. You don't have to text from anybody. Like, hey, I'm running late. I'll be there. Whatever. 6 o'clock rolls around. Still ain't heard from nobody. 7 o'clock. Nothing. About 8 o'clock, I start getting texts from people. Oh, yeah, bro. Can't make it. Whatever. Happy birthday. Whatever. Hey, bro. This is for real. This is a dead serious reason why one of my niggas couldn't come. Yeah, bro. I got itis. I can't make it. Okay. This is the same friend. I want to make it clear. This is the same friend that knows I will do anything for this particular friend, but all my friends. I just told a story about driving 2 hours away, drunk for my friend to make sure he didn't get fired from his fucking job. But this particular Neil wasn't in Houston, so I'm not mad at him for not coming to my Thanksgiving birthday. But yeah, this particular friend knows I'll do anything for him. And they know that. All my friends know that if you're my friend, I treat you like a family member. And there's not much I won't do for my family. So, so it's like 8 o'clock. I start getting texts. The kids are tired and cranky, and I'm just gonna head home. Get another text from another friend. Oh yeah, I'm with my fiance's family today. It's our first Thanksgiving together. We want to celebrate. That's cool. So long story short, 2 turkeys, 2 trays of mac and cheese, bunch of sides, drinks, and a cake. And nobody showed up. Nobody came to eat. None of my family members, none of my friends. Just me, Mia's mom and dad. I'm sure I'm blanking on who else came. Demarie showed up, but Demarie again went to do Black Friday shopping. So the fact of the matter is, I just want to make it clear that it doesn't matter that what you do for your birthday. If your people don't fuck with you like that, they not gonna fuck with you like that. So, little homie, it's a good chance that your birthday is probably gonna continue to suck. And I don't feel sorry for you, little nigga, because again, my birthday is gonna always be on Thanksgiving week, and it's always gonna get overlooked. And I want to know where this little nigga got tickets to go see the Suns play, and he's getting all this viral fame. Nigga, where is my viral fame? I have had 27 birthdays coming up on 28 when niggas have historically not come to my shit. I mean, I'm not going to say all my birthdays because my 26th birthday was my nigga showed up. My 25th birthday, only one of my niggas showed up. And we can go down the list of birthdays going back. But the fact of the matter is, little nigga, I don't feel bad for you. You actually came up. You already living a pretty decent life. And it's all good. But yeah, it's crazy. I want to make it clear. For my homie's birthday, they know I'm going to show up. I mean, not anymore. I'm probably not going to do that shit no more. But that very year, my one of my which happened to be this happened about 2 weeks after my birthday. One of my niggas that didn't show up had a birthday party out in New Orleans / bachelor party that I was at. This should show you what type of friend I am. I know for facts you didn't come to my birthday party after you said you were gonna be there. And 2 weeks later, I'm out and drove my car 6 hours to New Orleans to spend your birthday party and bachelor party out there because I wanted to make sure that because I'm part of the groomsmen. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't one of the only groomsmen that wasn't there. There's nothing in New Orleans I wanted to do. I wasn't gonna be drinking and smashing random chicks. But I'm out there in New Orleans with you. 4 a.m. Your drunk ass arguing with people. This is the type of friend I am. I'm there for you for that. Take a couple steps. A couple years ago, one of my friends that didn't show up on his 25th birthday. I hit him up like, "Hey, what you doing for your birthday? I haven't heard from you. What you got going on?" "Oh, I can't do anything. My tires aren't flat." I'm like, "Oh shit, you don't know how to change a tire? I can help you with that." He's like, "Nah, I don't know how to change a tire." I'm like, "Oh yeah, no big deal. I'll come over and help you out." Mind you, it's raining. I go over there, change his tire, and the very next day went with him to get his tire, get a new tire on his birthday. Another one of my friends, the friend that got the itis that couldn't come to my birthday party, we've thrown multiple house parties for his birthday because his birthday always at the beginning of the school year, and spent hundreds of dollars on liquor to make sure this nigga had a great birthday. I actually got kicked out of a club for this nigga on one of his birthdays because I got this nigga so drunk for his birthday. This nigga decides that in the middle of the club, there's some little stairs in the middle of the club. This nigga leans back like this and almost knocks some chicks out. So he got kicked out of the club, had to walk home because he was having such a good birthday. So I just want to make it clear that I don't feel sorry for a little homie, and I want what's due to me. That's what I'm saying. I don't want Phoenix Suns tickets, but can I get some Rockets tickets? Huh? Can I get some tickets to when the Lakers play the Rockets? Because mind you, homie got tickets when the Suns played the Lakers, so he got to see LeBron at 6 years old. He ain't appreciating that shit. I want that shit. Yeah, I sound salty. I don't give a fuck. This is my life. Alright, so it's been a pretty long week. I'm gonna do some rapid fire responses, I guess, to some of the topics that happened this week. Cardi B dropped her new song, Money. If I had to describe it in a word, it would be buns, because that shit was trash. I'm certainly looking forward to that song being played 3 to 4 times an hour on the radio. Looking forward to bitches posting mad quotes from that song on their Instagram. Looking forward to broke bitches talking about how much money they got. Looking forward to all of that. But to describe that song, ass. Jordan and LeBron beef kind of heated up this week. Personally, the Jordan and LeBron beef, man, we need to end the beef. Let's not forget that Jordan left his squad to go play baseball, and his squad went to the Eastern Conference Finals. LeBron leaves his squad, and them niggas is probably taking club appearances at this point. LeBron takes a group of fucking club bouncers, club promoters, and takes them to the finals. Jordan takes a team that was a Eastern Conference Finals representative to the finals. I mean, come on. Let's stop the debate. I'm not saying Jordan's not great, but I feel like we missing the forest through the trees, or however the phrase goes when it comes to LeBron. But then again, everybody hated Kobe and thought Kobe wasn't shit till he retired. So maybe LeBron will get his just due when he retires. I don't know. Hugh Jackson got fired. Hugh Jackson got fired from the Browns. probably like 30 games too late, but whatever. He's no longer their coach. I don't know if y'all saw that black girl on Dr. Phil, that one that thought she was white. I'm not gonna give her too much attention because that's clearly what she wants. I just want to just say that clearly she's trolling. Clearly she's trying to get under y'all's skin and get y'all's attention, and it's working. So moving on from that, Megyn Kelly. This is the results of when you're trying to troll and get attention. This is the result of when it goes wrong. Bitch, don't act like you don't know blackface is a problem or problematic. No, in no point in time in your life was blackface ever okay. When she was acting like, oh, in my day, you could do it back in the day. Yeah, you could, but you knew that shit was offensive, and you knew that shit was offensive on purpose. And I'm not completely sure how old Megyn Kelly is. She looks like she could be 40, which the way white people age, she's probably like 28. So she lived a lifetime where blackface was not okay. So, moving on from her. Red Sox are the World Series champs. That's unfortunate. Boston as a city seems like it's a shitty place to live. Boston as a city has already won enough. The Celtics, the Patriots, now the Red Sox, all winning shit. They have enough. Boston, you have enough. I know y'all don't particularly care for niggas out there, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's some of the rapid fire shit that went down this week. Pretty chill week. Not much really happened in my life. Just going to work and shit. But all in all, that's some rapid fire, and So, to finish the podcast like I like to do every week, I want to finish the podcast with unpopular opinion, and this segment is just set up here for free open forum to drop a unpopular opinion or something that not too many people actually agree with, and because I feel like we live in a time where if you don't agree with what the masses think, then you're absolutely wrong, and they want to cancel you, and they want to get you out the paint just for having a different opinion, even though we live in a time where we're supposed to be accepting of everybody's opinion, but we're only accepting of everybody's opinion as long as everybody agrees with that opinion, and I would like to try to put an end to that. So for this week's unpopular opinion, I hate that I'm using another TV show because I did a TV show last week, but I just want to say my unpopular opinion this week is that I'm not a big fan of Martin, the TV show. Never have been, never was. I was more of a Fresh Prince guy growing up. I've never liked Martin. I'll be completely honest with you. I don't think the show is that funny. I think it's probably overrated. I think that more than anything, it's probably nostalgic for a lot of people. But I mean, as far as impact goes, I guess it's a top 5. But as far as like humor, I can't put it top 5. I just can't. Maybe if we just want to keep it in African American TV shows, maybe it could be top 5. But if we put it on a large scale of shows, I'm not putting Martin on there. Martin probably won't even make my top 20 if we do all shows. Growing up, I was more of a Fresh Prince guy, like I said, but Cosby Show, Wayne's Brothers. I even like Jamie Foxx show. I've never been a big fan of Jamie Foxx's comedy or acting ability or singing, but I definitely like the Jamie Foxx show more than I like Martin. Growing up, Steve Harvey show was definitely one of my shows. I love that show. Bernie Mac show. Love Bernie Mac. We want to throw some shows that aren't based around African Americans. I definitely have to say King of Queens is probably my favorite show of all time, black or white. How I Met Your Mother, even though that came out as I was reaching adulthood, but that's my shit of How I Met Your Mother. Family Guy, of course. Boondocks. Oh, how I forget about the Boondocks. And again, these are all shows that I would put over Martin. I don't know if I said Cosby yet, but Cosby Show for sure. Although we found out that Heathcliff was not who we thought he was. A different world. I would put a different world over. Nah, I don't think I'd put a different world over Martin. I don't think I would. I'm blanking on shows off the top of my head, but it's the point. The fact of the matter. Oh, the Hughleys. Oh my God, the Hughleys. That was my shit. The fact of the matter is, I just shout out to UPN. The fact of the matter is, I was never a big fan of Martin. I've tried watching Martin as an adult, and still, I don't. Martin doesn't do it for me. Martin and Seinfeld, like both of those shows, everybody seems to like them, and they just don't. They don't resonate with me. I've never seen an episode of Seinfeld that because honestly, say I would like to watch again. Like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I probably watched. How many seasons of Fresh Prince? Is it 5? I don't remember. 6, something like that. I've seen every episode multiple times, and I could probably name an episode. I could probably recite it. Maybe not the last season, because the last season, but King of Queens as well. That had 9 seasons. I've seen every episode more than once. Probably more than 5 times. How I Met Your Mother is another one. Oh, The Office. How did I forget about The Office? The Office is my shit. Seen multiple times. I could tell you trivia about these type of shows. Just the long story short, man, I just never found Martin funny. Shanae is not funny to me. Here's the thing. I'm not a physical comedy type of guy. So, and Martin is very physical. I'm not a big fan of his stand up either. So that might be an unpopular opinion. I'm not a big fan of Martin's stand up, but. As far as the show, Martin, I never was a big fan. And I'm not saying let me be clear. I'm not saying that I don't think Martin is not an important show. I'm not saying that I don't think that Martin is unfunny. Like if someone says I think Martin is funny, I'll be like, okay, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue that. It's not like something like Amy Schumer comedy where someone says that's funny. I'm like, no, you're completely off base. It's not like that, or something that Lena Dunham does. But Martin has just never been for me. I've never been a fan of Martin, unfortunately, I guess. So yeah, that's my unpopular opinion this week. Martin wasn't for me. And so that's our time for our podcast. That was Antisocial Commentary. Tell me what you thought in the comments. Like, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at Return of Superfly. Follow us on Instagram at Antisocial Media Group. Follow me on Instagram at Return of Superfly. My name is Chris Agnew. That's Antisocial Commentary, and thanks for listening.